I want to bring in Republican Congressman Russell Fry from South Carolina. He's in the Myrtle Beach area. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us clearly there in D.C. We appreciate your time. And I'm curious if you could just hear my conversation there, with the lumber industry. And so I'm curious as to your thoughts here. Do you feel like perhaps the president should have offered some more carve outs like that, like the one that we're seeing here in the lumber industry, to essentially buy them some time to get that American manufacturing up and running before it impacts businesses and consumers?
Well, the president's a businessman. I mean, he took goods that were subject to the USMCA, or that were qualified goods, and exempted them. And there's in his executive order that talk about that. But I think at the core, American businesses right now are being stifled in foreign markets. That if they want to export to Indonesia or to Malaysia or to Japan, that there are tariffs on our goods, and our businesses are at a competitive disadvantage. And so the president just says, look, if you're tariffing and barring us from entering your markets, then we're going to have a 50%, if you will, on your goods in our country. And I think that's an invitation that the president wants a deal. He wants to work. He wants to do business. He wants people to succeed. But at his core, and he talked about this in the campaign, was the forgotten man. The industrial base of our country has fled even since the early 2000s, where we took up roughly a quarter of the global output in manufacturing, and now we're down to 17%. I mean, there's just been a precipitous drop. And under President Joe Biden, we've seen the largest trade deficit in our history. And so we're trying to reverse course. Supply chains are important. Manufacturing base is important. Jobs in the economy are important. Let's return those back to the United States and do them right here.
Well, we know the auto industry is large throughout your state, and there's a 25% tariff now on all foreign-made auto going in at midnight. How are the companies throughout your state essentially bracing for that and then trying to do what you just mentioned here, get manufacturing back in this country?
Well, I think they're adapting, right? You've seen, trillions of dollars of economic development expansion announcements since the president has been inaugurated. Nissan is putting a plant in Indiana. So people are coming back. You look at Detroit, there was a United Auto Worker that was celebrating this. They want to manufacture cars in the United States. They know how to do it. They do them effectively well. And so I think companies are making strategic decisions that they want to return to the United States. We're seeing proof of that even before these tariffs went into effect.
And just quickly, if you can, Congressman, are you able to give me an answer here? Do you think the House and the Senate are going to be able to come together on this tax plan?
I do. I think the moment is really important. That tax cuts are really important. Are we going to raise taxes on the citizens, 210 million Americans in the United States? And so the moment is great. The pressure is great. But at the end of the day, people want more of their money in their pocketbooks and their wallets, and they want some economic sanity. And so we have a tremendous obligation to work our tails off, and we're going to get the job done for the American people and for the President of the United States.
Congressman Russell Fry, thank you for being here with us. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much.